let me create just one more Spring framework. Right. So first of all, let me try to talk about what is exactly Spring, madam. So first, let me try. What is the framework? First of all, anyone can you explain what is the framework, please? Guys, anyone? What is the framework? Friends, what it mean by framework? Anyone?
Simply, application development represents set of classes and interface.
Okay. To simply, please.
To
Can you
simplify,
explain that?
to simplify application development represents set of classes and interfaces.
Okay. What is the framework in Java? So Java, I can say that framework is nothing but framework is like one platform of pre-written code used by Java developers to develop Java applications or web applications. Are you understand my point, please? Yes. So it means that already the people is designed and given to us to develop software development applications or enterprise applications or persistent application, madam. So I can say that one more time. Pre-written code used by Java developers to develop application. I can say that Java framework is a collection of predefined class. I can say that uh, framework is a collection of classes, collection of predefined classes, and functions, madam. One more time. Framework is a collection of a predefined classes and functions, predefined classes and functions that is used to process in that is a collection of predefined classes and methods. Interface, I can say better what is interfaces. Predefined is a collection of predefined classes and interfaces. Even I can try to say that framework is a set of packages. Framework is a set of packages. Set of packages. Every package represent set of classes and interfaces. That's it. So I can try to say this like this. The framework it provides the environment to make a simplification of your application development. Right. So generally, pre-written code, it means that framework already designed the code. The framework are designed using Java JDE related technologies. So framework is nothing but framework. Using a framework can simplify the. I can say like this. Using a framework can simplify application development. Application development. One more time. Framework can simplify application development. One more time. Framework can simplify the application. The framework can simplify application develop application framework. Using framework can simplify the application development. Application development, like we can classify different types. We can try to classify the different frameworks. One is ORM frameworks. I can say persistent frameworks. Persistent framework. Next, second one. What I can try to say second one? Persistent framework. Second one is that web web-based framework, web framework. So now persistent framework, it means that to simplify the persistent logic, we have some frameworks like Hibernate, uh, Entity Beans, JPA, like this. Okay, now one more time. What is the web framework? What is the use of web framework? Using web framework can develop the web application, can develop the web applications. So one more time. Using web framework can develop the web applications. Good. So Hibernate Enterprise means JPA. So Hibernate Entity Beans JPA web framework. So using web framework can develop the web application. What are the web frameworks available? Struts, JSF, type of the framework S is available. Third one, enterprise frameworks, enterprise framework. So I can say business framework, Spring framework. So enterprise framework, see, if you observe that guys, using Hibernate, yes, you can try to interact with database software. It means that we can make a simplification of persistent logic, madam. That's it. What a web framework? Using web framework can develop the only web application, madam. Okay. So what is the enterprise web framework? Using Spring, yes, we can try to Spring. Using Spring framework can develop end-to-end application development. Oh, using Spring framework Spring framework can develop end-to-end application development. Oh, okay. So everything, sir, development. So you can try to write persistent logic, you can try to write web logic, you can write web application logic, even you can try to write presentation logic, every application, yeah, every logic, every different layers we can try to design using Spring framework. So using Spring framework can design or develop application development, I can say end-to-end application development. So, sure, can you give in your style? Okay. Using Spring framework can simplify can simplify can simplify the application development like standard simplify the application development and using Spring can develop application development like standalone application. Next, web applications. Yes, you can. So even you can try to design distributed applications. Okay, it means that what are the applications you can design working with Java JD technologies? Yes, we can try to design using even Spring framework. Using Spring framework can simplify the application development like standard applications, web applications, and distributed application like this. Are you clear? Yes. Spring Framework can develop the end-to-end applications development. Using Spring Framework can simplify the application development like standard applications, web applications, and distributed applications like this. Are you understand, guys, please? Yes. Now, next one more point. Okay, good. Now, Spring is is a open source open source. Spring is an open source framework. Spring is an open source lightweight framework. Got it? Spring is a open source lightweight framework. So I can say, Hare Shiva, what exactly we can do Spring? Hare Baba, using Spring framework, we can try to design applications like standard applications, web applications, and distributed applications. And Spring is an open source lightweight framework. Yes, is an open source and lightweight framework. That's it. Oh, okay. Next, one more point I want to say that Spring using a Spring can develop using a Spring can integrate using Spring can integrate third-party frameworks, frameworks like using Spring can integrate third-party frameworks like using Spring can integrate frameworks like hmm, structs,
EJB.
JSF, like this. EJB kadamma. Ikkada. Web third-party frameworks like structs in JSF like this. So it means that using Spring framework, we can try using Spring to develop a web application. We can integrate third-party frameworks. Yes. Now I can say versatile framework. Then the name technical versatile. Are you understand the word? What is versatile and third-party frameworks? Integrate చేస్తాను. Good. Now one more thing. Innovative framework. What is invasive? ఇవన్నీ చెప్పకూడదండి మీకు అర్థం కావడం కోసం కొన్ని టెక్నికల్ వర్డ్స్ రాస్తున్నాను మళ్ళీ సింప్లిఫై చేస్తున్నాను యూజింగ్ స్ప్రింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ we can try to design the pojo and poji model programming. Okay, model programming. So what is the pojo and poji model programming? Plain old Java added object, plain old Java added interface, madam. Pojo old added Java, plain old. What is plain old Java added? Plain old Java added object. Are you clear? So it means that, so the classes of, what are the Java class you're designing? The classes cannot extend any predefined API. The Java, what are the Java class you're writing? The Java class cannot extending predefined API, cannot extend a predefined API. It's called as Pojo class. Are you understand now, please? Are you understand? What is the Pojo class? Good. So can I say that class login servlet? Now tell me, extending generic servlet. Sorry. Right. Now tell me, sir. What I can say this one? Servlet class, right, ma? Yes or no? So can I say this is a Pojo class? No, not at all. So it means that any Java class, if it's not extending any predefined API, then we can try to, we can't say that that is Pojo class. So Pojo and Poji model programming. Are you understand, please? Everyone, please. So using Spring Framework can simplify the persistent framework, can simplify the persistent framework, like persistent framework can integrate integrate third party persistent frame, can integrate persistent frameworks like Hibernate, whatever may be, sir. Yes, you can integrate it from Spring Framework, no doubt at all. Are you understand, guys, please? Is it clear? Using Spring Framework can integrate persistent framework like Hibernate, IBTs like this. Any question, please? Anyone? Right. So it means that, yes, using Spring, we can integrate with web development. We can develop web development. For this, you can integrate with third-party frameworks. Using Spring, we can try to integrate persistent frameworks like Hibernate, IBTs. Yes, no doubt. And next, Spring is trying to providing a predefined templates, madam. Are you understand, guys? What is this? Predefined templates. Using Spring Framework, yes, we can try to integrate with third predefined templates. What is this? predefined templates. So what is the use of predefined template? Using the predefined templates, we can try to minimize the code. So for example, what are the predefined templates provided by Spring? JDBC template. Next, uh, Hibernate template. Yes. Are you understand, guys, please? Like this. Predefined templates and JDBC template and Hibernate and Hibernate template like this. So what is the use of this predefined templates? So I think you remembered once we are working with JDBC, let's study recall, guys. Once we are working with JDBC, what we did, guys? Guys, once we are working with the JDBC, then what we did? What are the steps we written to connect with the database software? Register a driver, establish a connection with the database software. Okay, then all these things we know that. So if you are using JDBC template, madam, all these steps are not required. JDBC template can hold the connection and establish the connection. All these operations can be performed by JDBC template, madam. So like this, a predefined template support is provided by Spring Framework. Instead of writing 10 lines, madam, we can write only one single line. Are you understanding, guys, please? Are you clear? Friends, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So like this, the Spring is trying to making a simplification of development, sir. Sir, okay, ఎంత బాగుందబ్బా స్ప్రింగ్ ఎలా డిజైన్ చేస్తారు? How the people is design Spring framework? Obviously, you know that the JDE platform, they can simplifying a Java JDE technologies. I can say Spring is trying to making a simplification of Java JDE technologies. Are you understand, ma'am? Please. Yes or no? Yes.
Right.
Framework can simplify the application development and Java JDE technologies. Yes, we can try to use to make a simplification. Yes, we can try to perform using Java JDE technologies. Are you understand, everyone, please? సో అంటే జావా జేటీలో ఉన్న సర్వర్ జేఎస్పీ కానీ యువర్ వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ కానీ ఏపీఐ అన్నిటినీ కూడా వాళ్ళ స్ప్రింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్ సింప్లిఫై చేసింది. ఏ విధంగా సింప్లిఫై చేసింది క్లియర్గా చెప్పారండి. సో ఐ హోప్ యూ గాట్ ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ గైస్. అంటే హౌ ద పీపుల్ ఈస్ యూజింగ్ స్ప్రింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్. ఎస్ ఐ కెన్ డూ దాట్, ఐ కెన్ డూ దిస్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ కెన్ డూ ఇట్, సార్. And end-to-end application development, yes, we can develop and we can make a simplification of your application development, no doubt. So that's what generally I will try to use the word like a, yeah, what is Spring? If you ask anyone to me, hey, Shiva, can you explain what is Spring? A Spring is using a Spring framework can simplify application development. Using Spring framework can simplify the application development like standalone application, web development, enterprise application development, otherwise distributed application development. And using Spring framework to simplify the web application development, we can integrate third-party frameworks like Struts and JSF. Even Spring framework is providing Spring MVC is one module to develop a web applications. And one more thing is using Spring framework, as I can try to integrate with third party. What is the next one, please? Yeah, persistent framework. Using Spring framework, as we can simplify the persistent for frameworks, persistent logic using for that integrate. We can integrate with Hibernate, IVTs like third-party frameworks. Even Spring framework is providing Spring Data API to make a simplification of persistent logic. Are you understanding, guys? Please. Guys, is it clear? Next, using Spring Framework, even Spring Framework is POJO and POJI model programming. Yes, Spring is POJO and POJI model programming. Plain old Java added object, plain old Java added interface. POJO and POJI model programming. POJO and POJI model programming. Yes, we can try to perform the POJO and POJI model programming. Nothing is there, ma'am. I hope you understand that. Right or not? Guys, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So even Spring Framework is trying to providing a predefined templates methods. Spring Framework is trying to providing a predefined template. What is that? Predefined templates. Spring Framework is trying to providing a predefined templates. Predefined templates like Jervis template, having a template. Yeah, instead of writing a number of line, a huge instead of writing huge number of code, then we can make a simplification of writing then one single line. Are you understand, guys? Please, yes or no? Right. And one more thing is, can you tell me now? One more point is, please, anyone? So loosely coupling, sir. Guys, loosely coupling. What does it mean by loosely coupling, ma'am? So it means that we can try to divide the application according to requirement and we can try to add once it required, right? So lightweight, the open source lightweight framework, open source a lightweight framework and open source lightweight framework for Java application development. It is used for Java enterprise development. And Spring is trying to providing a different modules. What are the modules are providing, ma'am? Please, anyone? What are the different modules are providing, please? Can I say what are the modules?
DAO, data access object,
I'll tell you,
warrant,
madam. No, ఒక్క నిమిషం వెయిట్ చేయండి చెప్తాను 1.x వర్షన్ లో 7 మోడల్స్ అండి మీకు క్లారిటీ ఇస్తాను ఫస్ట్ కానీ చూస్తా స్ప్రింగ్ కోడ్ అండ్ స్ప్రింగ్ డిఏఓ స్ప్రింగ్ జేడిబి సారీ ఓఆర్ఎం
warrant,
నెక్స్ట్ స్ప్రింగ్ సారీ
AOP,
సారీ ఏఓపి నెక్స్ట్
MVC,
వెబ్ స్ప్రింగ్ వెబ్ 336 ఇంకొకటి ఇంకోటి
Spring,
జేఈ
Spring core ఉంది సార్.
కోడ్ ఆల్రెడీ పెట్టారమ్మా పైన పెట్టా
JEE, JEE.
JEE. EB 7 models, 1.x low, right? Now, 2.x Spring is introduced, 1.x version is introduced, madam, 2014. Sorry, 2004, not 2014, sorry. 2.x. What is 2.x here? Sir, everything is same, madam. Only 6 modules. The people is made as a 6 modules only. Advaina? Right. Okay, I'll just type up first. Right. Spring. The code, Spring DAO, Spring ORM, Spring AOP, Spring Web MVC అమ్మా ఇక్కడ MVC వెబ్ రెండు లేవు ఒకటే ఉంటుంది సరేనా జేఈ 6 మోడ్యూల్స్ ఈజ్ క్లియర్ ఎస్ ఆర్ నో అందుకే ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తామంటే థర్డ్ పార్టీ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్ ని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తాయి ఈ స్ప్రింగ్ వెబ్ మోడ్యూల్ స్ప్రింగ్ ఎంఎస్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ట్రైన్ టు డెవలప్ వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఈ రెండింటిని మిక్స్ చేసాం ఎక్కడ కావాలంటే వాడుకోవచ్చు ఉంటుంది Are you understand now? 2.x version. So now you are trying to think something else. Now 3.x summa. What is 3.x version? What exactly saying that? So almost you never believe it, madam. 23 modules plus at a now is 20 3.x 6 modules, 16 modules are there. But you don't ask me how what are those modules names. Okay, 16 modules. Then now Spring latest version is 5.x, madam. Yes. Then is introducing almost 23 plus modules as per my knowledge. Maybe ఎక్కువ తక్కువైతే ఉండదు. Is it clear? So here, so many modules are introduced after 3.x, madam. What are the modules are introduced? Sir, application design చేసే బాగుంది. అప్లికేషన్ డిజైన్ చేసిన తర్వాత అమ్మా దానికి ఏం చేయాలి సెక్యూరిటీ పెట్టాలా వద్దా దెన్ స్ప్రింగ్ సెక్యూరిటీ is introduced. Are you understand? Then batch programming అంటే మల్టిపుల్ అప్లికేషన్స్ రన్ చేయడం స్ప్రింగ్ బ్యాచ్ అని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేశారు నెక్స్ట్ స్ప్రింగ్ ఓఆర్ఎం స్ప్రింగ్ బూట్ స్ప్రింగ్ క్లౌడ్ లైక్ దిస్ a different approaches the people is introduced, madam. Are you understand, guys, please? Yes. Are you understand now what I'm trying to saying you, please?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is mean by framework? Framework is a collection of a different libraries, madam. What is a library? Library is a collection of frequently used pre-compiled classes, right? Right, sir. So I think you understand everyone, please. ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ ఇట్ జనరల్లీ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ అంటామండి. అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ ఇట్ మీన్ దట్ వి ట్రై టు డిజైన్ ద సో అండ్ సో వే షుడ్ బి డిజైన్ ద అప్లికేషన్. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద లైబ్రరీ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? లైబ్రరీ లెవెల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ a providing set of reusable functions used by the program. That's it. Are you understand, guys, please? Yes. అర్థమైందమ్మా? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now you can try to say here Spring. Who is the other? James Gosling, huh?
No, sir.
Sorry.
Red
ఎవరమ్మా?
Johnson. Red
Rod
Johnson.
Johnson.
Rod.
గుడ్. అంటే కొద్దిగా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యావు అర్థం కావడానికి. వెరీ గుడ్. నైస్. ఐ లైక్ ఇట్. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందమ్మా? ఆల్ ద ఫీచర్స్ ఐ హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్. Ask anyone question. Hey Shiva, can you explain? I'm asking the question to you. What is Spring? What is Spring advantages? I can try to say like this. Hey, Spring is a comprehensive framework. Spring is a comprehensive framework to Spring is a Spring framework is providing infrastructure to develop to make a simplification of the development. Yes, you can make Spring framework Spring is providing infrastructure to simplify the application development. So using Spring Framework, you can develop the web applications and digital applications like this. Even we can try to integrate third-party frameworks like Structs and JSF, Velocity, FreeMarker like this. And using Spring Framework, we can try to integrate third-party frameworks like third-party persistent frameworks like Hibernate, IVTs, all those things. Are you understand, guys? Please, yes or no? Guys, any question,
Yes.
please? This is the way. Yes, we can. I hope everyone is clear. Still any questions? And Spring is this Pojo 4G model programming. Spring is designed based on dependency injection. Spring is designed based on dependency injection. It's open source network framework, and the entire the Spring framework is designed dependency injection. What is the dependency injection? I'll talk about it, sir, in the moment.